Hi there, I'm Julia Grieve from Preloved here in Toronto. And what we're doing today is we are going to upcycle your old sweaters and turn them into a gorgeous scarf. So what you're going to need to get started is anywhere between 3 to 5 old sweaters that you're not wearing anymore. So what I've got here are 4 different colored sweaters that all look nice together. The other thing to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that your sweaters are all the same weight. Don't want a thick knit and a thin knit. It's not going to work so well. So I've picked all lightweight sweaters. Second thing you're going to need, believe it or not, is a pattern. Simple rectangle pattern. No pattern drafting classes necessary, but make sure you cut out your pattern so that your scarf stays consistent. Third thing you're going to need, scissors. We have to cut these sweaters up. When you're actually starting, the most important square you're going to cut is going to be the ends of your scarf. That is what you see the most often, is the end of the scarf. So you want to make sure that when you're picking the sweater to use for that, you pick the sweater that has the biggest rib. See how thick that rib is? That's going to look gorgeous at the bottom of a scarf. Something like this, the rib is so thin. It's already starting to curl up. You can sort of see that. It's going to be beautiful, it's beautiful colors, but I wouldn't use it as the signature end or beginning to your scarf. So you'll take your pattern piece, you will lay it on, and we're going to trace around that and start to cut our squares. So what we're going to do now is take our handy dandy weight, dog food, anything you want to use to weigh down your pattern. And then this is chalk. So chalk is what we're going to use to trace the pattern. If you don't have chalk in the house, which any chalk will work, like chalk on sidewalk chalk will work, but you can also use soap, a bar of soap will also work. Okay, so now you can see the outline, so now we just cut it. And the thing is, you are going to cut 2 layers. So you're going to cut through both the front and the back of the original sweater. And basically what we're going to do is we are going to continue to keep cutting rectangles, mixing and matching to many different colors that we want to have and the length of the scarf. Once you've cut the end of the scarf, it doesn't really matter what part of the sweater we use now. So if you're working with a sweater that may have a stain or a hole or a cut around it. It doesn't matter what part. And because you'll continue to cut double when you're cutting, your scarf will start to match as it comes in. We've started with the end and we're going to work our way back into the middle. If you become comfortable cutting your rectangles, you can layer all 4, all 5 sweaters that you're using on top of each other. So you can really pick up the speed. Once you finish cutting all the pieces, what you're going to want to do is lay them all out so you can look at how it's going to look once you sew it together. So you can see the color blocking, you can see the pieces, and you can judge the length. Once you've done that, then I think you're safe to put it together. Now, ideally, you're going to want to put this together with a serger. If you don't have a serger, a straight stitch sewing machine will work as well. I would suggest using a zigzag stitch on it. If you have neither of those, a dry cleaner always will have a serger. And honestly, they'll charge you next to nothing to put this together. Once you have all the pieces attached together, what you're then going to do now is turn this flat piece into a tube. So you will fold it over, and then you're going to zip along there. So once you've had the final stitches put in, then all we need to do now is turn it inside out, and we'll finish that. And now you are ready for winter.